Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at some Rayquaza duos with Elliegantly and myself. Now these are anything super, hardcore. We're just kind of going in here with our Mamoswines, Mewtwo, Weavile, and then possibly Articuno towards the end, and just taking it out together. We do re-lobby using revives. We didn't do any dodging, so you can dodge and possibly last the whole duration depending on what Pokemon you are using. As you seen a couple days ago when I tried to TM one of my Mamoswines to get Avalanche, it just bounced back, several times. I had 7 TMs and wasted them all. So after that, I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to go in with the Ice Pokemon that I currently have, powered up my other Mamoswines a little bit, and pretty much that's it. So she does have better lineup than me, for sure. And as a matter of fact, she did power up a full team, so she's ready, locked, and loaded. As far as myself, I'm going to stick to what I have. This Rayquaza is not going to be here forever, and I don't want to spend too much Stardust, as well as wasting more TMs. Now, I went over yesterday the Equinox event and the new moves we're going to be receiving, one of which is going to be Acid Spray, but I failed to cover the effects of this move, which is going to be extremely important. Now, what we're going to see here is possibly the first move in Pokemon Go to actually lower the defense stat of another Pokemon, and that is only going to be in PvP. As we know, these status effects do not take place in gym battles or raids, unfortunately, yet. So if we do take a look at its description, Acid Spray inflicts damage and lowers the target's special defense stat by 2 stages. And then we can ignore the other part there because there is no abilities in Pokemon Go. But Acid Spray will be lowering the defense stat by 2 stages. So we could possibly look forward to it doing that in PvP. More than likely, that is what is going to be taking place. Alright, now we also have a Leaf Tornado. So let's go ahead and take a look at the effects of this. I didn't put any mention yesterday because we do not have accuracy. So in Pokemon Go, there is no accuracy. It's just straight attack and that's it. So I don't know what exactly they're going to be doing with this, but I just thought I'd give you a little mention there. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at the Rayquazas that I did raid yesterday, all of these, it's going to be about 7 of those. I do believe we did 8. One did run on me, I think. But we duoed all of them, and you can too. It's very simple. As long as you have Ice-type Pokemon, you should be looking fantastic. So yeah, we didn't struggle whatsoever, other than possibly lag. Now, this is the first one that I caught. Pretty interesting. It's literally as low as you can go, 10, 10, 10 all around, so that it's going to be a trophy, and I'm not going to trade that off. I'm just going to hold on to that. It's pretty funny that I actually caught that there. So let's go ahead and see my other Rayquazas here. I did transfer quite a few a while back, and I do have another one, which is going to be a 10, 10, 10 all around. I didn't realize that until just now. So, okay, possibly I'll trade one of them off then after all. And the best one that I did get yesterday is going to be this one, 2160. And I'm going to go out there and do a few more later on. It's just that, it's amazing, and it's something you definitely want to raid hard right now. It's just there's no shiny, so just kind of taking it easy. A little bit more news regarding the Equinox event. Now, I know this is going to be revolving around grass-type Pokemon, but we just may see the introduction of the Burums, as well as their split evolution, Wormadam and Mothram. So we could possibly see those coming in. They're nothing too special, just some more dex entries for sure. And then we have Jruby and Cherrim down here. So we're going to go ahead and go over to GoHub to take a look at their stats and see what they're all about. Alright, so starting it off with Jruby here, this is going to be a dex entry for sure. Funny looking cherry Pokemon. It's going to be number 420 in the Pokedex, a pure grass type as well. And we just may see this as a field task, alright, for the Pokestops. And it's going to have a max CP of 950, attack 108, defense 92, and stamina 128. So it's, it's a little cute Pokemon here. So if we go down for its moves, we have Bullet Seed and Tackle for the quick moves. Charge moves, we have Petal Blizzard, Dazzling Gleam, and Seed Bomb. So whatever you want to do with this Pokemon, whenever it comes out, do what you got to do. But yeah, it's nothing too great, just a dex entry. Then if we go over to Cherrim, we have 2 forms for this one. This is going to be the Overcast form as well as a Sunny form, which we'll take a look at here in just a moment. The stats are going to be the exact same. It's going to have a max CP of 2048, attack 170, defense 153, and stamina 172. It's going to be a pure grass type. Then if we go over to its moves, for the fast moves we have Bullet Seed and Razor Leaf. For the charge moves, we have Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, and Dazzling Gleam. So with those single charge moves, it's not looking too great for PvP, although it does have Dazzling Gleam, so it does, have some sort of coverage, and it will be able to get off those charge moves before it is defeated, I suppose. Now we have the Sunny form. Not too sure why the image is not loading, but it's going to have the exact same stats, and as well as the exact same moves. So there you have possibly new entries coming into the Pokedex for this whole Equinox event. Next up, we have Wormadam, which will have 3 different types here. As you can see, Plant, Sandy, and Trash. Okay, and the Trash is going to be a Steel type. So let's go ahead and go with the Grass one here, and then we'll look at the split evolutions. Looking at the stats, I mean, I'm sure you will be able to find some sort of usability in the Great League, maybe, possibly. Let's go ahead and take a look at the moves really quick. I'm not going to go over all of them. Just Bug Bite and Confusion. Well, Confusion is looking great, as well as Bug Bite too, because that does gain quite a bit of energy. Confusion is pretty strong, although the stats are not like off the wall great. Then we have Bug Buzz, Energy Ball, and Psybeam. So I mean, the charge moves are looking okay, doubles, and they're dealing a decent amount of damage. So that's pretty neat, I suppose. And then if we go over to the split evolution here, we have Mothim. So let's see the stats. It's going to have a max CP of 1815, attack 185, defense 98, and stamina 172. Let's go ahead and look at the moves for this guy and see what it has. Bug Bite and Air Slash, and Bug Buzz, Aerial Ace, Psybeam. So the Aerial Ace is going to cost fairly low energy for PvP. Bug Buzz is a double charge as well as Psybeam, so at least it has those yet again going for it. So the move pool doesn't look too horrible. This is the Pokemon that is going to be split evolution from both of those types that we just took a look at, the Wormadams as well as the Mothim. This is going to be a pure bug type, and it's very weak. Alright, as you can see here, max CP 488, attack 53, defense 83, and stamina 120. So this just may be something we see coming in for the Equinox event, but who knows. Personally, I don't really mind whether they come or not, but they have to get these new Gen 4 Pokemon out, because the time is coming and they're gonna have to push these sooner or later. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at Tentacruel, because it will be learning that new move coming the Equinox event. This is something that doesn't really get enough love, that I have been promoting for a long time. Ever since the level 10 stacked gyms, I've been using this instead of possibly a Vaporeon, because everybody was using Vaporeon and I wanted to go off the beaten trail and try something different, challenge myself here. So it should be benefiting from Acid Spray, because it only has single charge moves, and I'm assuming Acid Spray is going to be either a 3 charge or a double, probably a 3, as well as lowering your opponent's defense. I am going to stick by that and say that they're going to add that in. As far as Leaf Tornado, not too sure what they're going to do with that, but take a look at the moves. We have Blizzard, Hydro Pump, and Sludge Wave, all of which are going to be a single charge move, and that is why Tentacruel is just not the chosen option when going into PvP. Although, what did we see for the last cup? It was a decent Pokemon with a good amount of bulk to it and hitting very hard with those charge moves, as well as it has a good tankiness to it. If we go over to its stats, let's go and see that. It's going to have a max CP of 2422, attack 166, defense 209, and stamina 190. So not bad whatsoever. If we take a look at the weaknesses here, it's going to be weak to Electric, Ground, and Psychic, resisting quite a bit, which is very nice. Bug, Fairy, Fighting, Fire, Ice, Poison, Steel, and Water types. So Tentacruel is one of my favorite type Pokemon. Don't know why, I just like it. So Acid and Poison Jab for the quick moves, and as we already went over for the charge moves here, single charges, and now it's going to be getting that new move, which will lower the defense stat of your opponent, which should serve it quite nicely in Pokemon Go, especially for the PvP battles. Alright, now let's take a look at Quagsire, because this is going to be fairly interesting, seeing that a lot of people are going to be using this for the Tempest Cup. It's going to be a water and ground type, max CP 1992, attack 152, defense 143, and stamina 216. Okay, let's go. The only weakness it's going to have is grass type, but it is going to be extremely weak to it. Now for the quick moves, Mud Shot, which is a fantastic quick move to gain energy. Really good. And then you have Water Gun, which is doing decent amount of damage. The energy gain is okay, it's not the best. Mud Shot's going to be much better for sure. And then for the charge moves, you have Stone Edge, Sludge Bomb, and Earthquake. Now a lot of people are going to be running Stone Edge and Earthquake on it, And now with this new introduction of Acid Spray, lowering the defense stat of your opponent, it's going to be quite an interesting mix-up. Personally, I think you should still run Stone Edge. The choice is yours. I've seen some people actually running Sludge Bomb too for coverage against grass-type Pokemon such as Tropius, because that will be super effective towards it, as well as Stone Edge too. But with Acid Spray being a multiple charge move, you will be able to bait your opponent's shields now. And like we went over, lower your opponent's defense stat as well. So Quagsire is going to possibly just become that much better come the tournament. Right, so we have both Muck and Alola Muck pulled up here. We're going to go ahead and go for the Alola Muck first, just to take a look at this, because it will be learning this new move, Acid Spray, as well. Alola Muck, as you may know, is fantastic, especially in PvP. Really good. I love to use it. So the stats are looking fantastic, as you can see there. And if you did trade a Alolan Grimer, or I suppose an Alolan Muck that you evolved right out of hatch, and it did drop, you will be able to use this in the Great League. It's not going to be eligible for the Tempest Cup, but it's still going to show some sort of usability for PvP. Now for the quick moves, we have Snarl, Poison Jab, and Bite, which it was introduced a new move last time around with that Snarl there. Poison Jab is going to be a decently strong move. That's what I personally run on some of mine, as well as Bite. Now for the charge moves, we have Gunk Shot, Sludge Wave, and Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse being the only double charge, and it still takes quite a bit of time to finally get it off. But with Acid Spray, it's going to benefit this quite a bit. It's going to have a big move pool as well as for the quick moves as well. So you just might be wasting a couple of TMs to finally get these new moves. But with Acid Spray, you will be able to finally bait your opponent's shields and also get off your charge moves fairly quick, and then lower your defense on your opponent. So Alola Muck just got a whole lot better for sure, and I can't wait to try it. Very quickly here, let's take a look at the regular Muck. For the quick moves, it's going to have Infestation and Poison Jab. Infestation is going to charge your charge moves very quickly, so that is something to take note of for PvP. For the charge moves, we have Gunk Shot, Sludge Wave, Dark Pulse, and Thunder Punch. So it was just introduced a new move, which is going to be Thunder Punch with a fairly low energy cost, so that's pretty nice. And it's also going to be getting the new move Acid Spray as well come this Equinox event. So it's going to have 5 charge moves. That's pretty crazy. So good luck trying to get the move you want. It's going to almost be like Mewtwo now. So you're better off just almost trading somebody who has one in this case, instead of wasting, I don't know, who knows how many charge TMs to finally get this. Anyways, I think this is going to be great. Can't wait to test it out. Regular Muck is already pretty good now with that Thunder Punch, and Dark Pulse is decent, although Gunk Shot and Sludge Wave do take quite a bit of energy, but you do have Infestation, which will gain you energy fairly quick to get those off. And mixed with Acid Spray and Thunder Punch, it should be a devastating combination for the regular Muck. And with that said, trainers, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and we will see what happens with this new move Acid Spray, as well as Leaf Tornado coming in very soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.